Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Just Free Hands. Today, I'm going to show you an exciting thing I'm doing right here behind my garden. I'm going to give you a walkthrough through my garden so you can see the plants I'm growing and the fish I'm also raising. Come with me. All right, to start us off, you don't see it, but you kind of see it. This little spot right here, this right here, I'm growing here ginger. Okay, so this is ginger right here. It has a root that is sprouting up. There is several of them in here. These are sweet potatoes. Some people will call this Korean yam, some people Japanese yam, but they are sweet potatoes, right? And I have two rows of this. There's this row right here, which you can see right there. Right? And then you have the other row right there. Okay. All right, and so that's the corn I'm growing. And then to my right, that is sugarcane. This right here, that's the baby sugarcane, and it's sprouting out, doing really good right there. That's just the leaves from yesterday when I was pruning the sweet potatoes. And this is the big sugarcane right there. I have to tie it like that because it basically spreads all over the place. And if you're not familiar with sugarcane, these leaves are very sharp. Okay, these will actually cut you. So I decided to just bunch them up so that I can control how wide they spread out. This is the traditional side of the house, traditional gardening, right? Traditional farming, I guess, if you wanna say that, where you just plant crops in the soil or directly in the soil, and then you just water them however often. On the other hand, this is not the aquaponic side of the house. This whole section right here, this is the aquaponics section of the house. Aquaponics, if you don't know what it is, basically it's just you're raising fish and growing plants at the same time. And these two things, what's going on is they rely on each other, whereby you have fish producing that fish poop and fish pee that is being pumped onto these grow beds with the plants, and the plants are basically extracting the nutrients and sending back that water back the fish tank. Of course, there's a science behind it, but that's just the basic understanding of it, right? So now I have 5 grow beds. I have 4 similar capacity grow beds, and then I have a much bigger one right here. The first grow bed has Chinese cabbage in it, and I just transplanted this about 3 weeks ago. And I transplanted from this was my seed bed. As you can see, I use this to basically replenish. The other ones die out, I just transfer those. But so I have 4 beds that have Chinese cabbage. So this is the first one, that's the second one, third one, and the fourth one. But I'm gonna walk you through each of those. All right, so now we have, so this right here, this grow bed has, of course, the Chinese cabbage. You can see it, and it's doing good, but that one might need some help, or probably is dying. And then there is these are cucumbers. Okay, there's 3 cucumber plants on here that I'm trying to get right in here. I'm gonna make a system where I can basically just weave them around along under this section right here. And there's plenty of space for me to do that. The second grow bed has purely Chinese cabbage. Okay, again, I grew them about 4 weeks ago, so they're still trying to catch up. All right, and then the third one, it's another one too, another Chinese cabbage, but these ones are now being grown into much smaller. Look at this, much smaller containers right here. Okay, all right, and then we have your onions, right? The green onions are right here, and they're doing good. There's extra onions right here as well, right? Okay, and then my favorites, there's your tomatoes, and here we go. I'm gonna show you the roots. I can't take it because it's already stuck right there. Well, let me show you here. Right there, you see that? There you go. All right. And then this is the other grow bed. So more Chinese cabbages right here. And then this tomato right here has a long story. This is the first plant I ever planted, and it's doing real good. Real good. It's crazy because you see those ones right there? Those ones came way late after this. This was already a big plant, probably like right here, about close to at least 12, 15 inches, and those were like 3-4 inches. Now look at them. All right, so now on this grow bed right here, this is a fill and drain grow bed, which means it fills up and drains. I have 4 plants. So there is 4 plants, 4 watermelon plants, and these 2, I have them growing towards this section right here, and I'm gonna try to spread them around at the very bottom, actually on top of the fish tank, sorry. Okay, so you can, some of them are beginning to fruit up right there, right there. Okay. All right, and then the other one doing its own thing too. Okay, and I also have basil's right there, feeling real good, enjoying those fish nutrients, just doing fantastic. All right, and then now to the fish tank. This is what drives this whole entire ecosystem. It drives the nutrition you see from these plants. And for these fish, I feed them once every day, 2 scoops. I think I may have to increase, but so far it's working. I had a few minutes ago, I just dropped some duckweed in here and it's all gone. Okay, I'm gonna give them another duckweed just so I can test them, see if they have any desire or not. So here's duckweed. Let's get them some duckweed. Okay, so inside of this fish tank, I have this Home Depot yellow bucket, you see, with a yellow top on it. You see right here, that's a pump housing. In one of my videos, I had a disaster whereby the pump inside of that bucket ended up sucking my fish and killing a lot of them at almost 20%. And that was a lot of fish though. Probably was more than that. But so what I did was I ended up putting the pump inside the bucket, and I drill holes inside of it. If you wanna see that video, it's gonna be the channel too. But this bucket is housing the actual pump, and then this valve, this piping right here, just a recirculating line. to help me control how much water is leaving the actual pump. And then these bubbles you see over here in the binders, that is my aerator, which is running from this line right here. Okay, and then if you look down there, that black spot right there, so I just put together some PVC pipes, so it can be housing for the fish. So if they need to have some privacy, they can just go hang down there. And now you're gonna see two piping in the fish tank. There's this right here that is coming from the 57-gallon grow bed, fill and drain. Flooded. No, fill and drain grow bed. And there's this one right here that is supplying water that is coming from the other 4 grow beds, which are these grow beds right here. As you can see, that is the piping itself. Okay, so it basically collects all that water that is coming from all these 4 grow beds. Okay, now that I've given you a quick walkthrough through my garden, now I'm gonna give you another great chance to see how I'm gonna feed the fish. Okay, so right now we're about to feed the fish. I feed this fish, I feed them 2 scoops of pellets once every day. Well, this is what I'm feeding them. I'm feeding them this, I don't know how to say this word, this cichlid pellets. That's what I'm feeding them. They love this thing, you'll see. All right, so it's I think it's 42% food protein. Let's see, it is 42% crude protein, and I need to go get some more. Let's go through how I feed these things. I do have some small fish in that fish tank, and so I have to also remember that since the pellet size is bigger than the little mouths, I have to crush the pellets. Okay, so you'll see me do that. Let's go. So I'm running low on these things, so I'm gonna have to go and get some more. Alright, so I usually pre-soak the pellet so that by the time I go to give the fish, it's already soft and they can just go ahead and ingest them. Okay, so this will sit over here and you're gonna crush this right here. It's kind of tough because I got this injury on my hand, so alright, that's good enough right there. See that? That's good enough. Put that in there. And then let's get this. Okay, now let's go feed the fish. Alright, so whenever I feed this fish, initially I used to waste a lot of pellets, but now I had to find a way to slow down the loss I mean, I'm sure I'm still losing a few, but a few pellets will make it through the actual grow beds, but it's less compared to what it used to be. So now I'm using a technique where I'm going to take the cup and basically suspend it in the water to where the fish can get in there and eat. But the cup that I'm going to be using is not this one. The one I'm using has holes on the very bottom, so pre-drilled holes on the bottom to where it allows water to get in there and even um, and kind of help the fish to get those already soft pellets out of the bottle. I mean of the cup. Just check it out. What I'll do is the cup I'm talking about. Pre-drill holes, yeah, on the side. So I'll take this cup and I'll pour this in there. Alright, so when I do this, I'm just gonna lower it down. Watch the fish. Love that. Look at that. Oh, they love it. So we'll see one of them will basically jump in there and stir everything around. See that? They're learning how to feed. These things actually figured it out. You will see a fish get in there and then you will kind of just shake the whole thing around and by doing that we'll get the pellets out. Okay. And that also helps the small fish be able to feed. Because small fish fishing around, you can see the small fish swimming around too. And that's mostly it for now. Obviously there's a lot of updates that are going to be coming up. You want to stay tuned. You don't want to miss any progress, and that's all.